Oh, hi there. How are you? So today we're gonna do another song walkthrough with a little bit of a twist. So if you've been around here for a while, you know I do song walkthroughs of sets that I've played to kind of go over like what was going in my head during that moment and what the thought process was for parts that I played, because you know, like in a live environment, if you've ever played for something in front of people, things don't always go according to plan. So the whole point of this series of videos is to talk about what went through my head when things didn't go according to plan. But the twist is going to be the song we're doing today. I actually played a couple of years ago when I was at Elevation Church, and I just thought it would be a fun little throwback. With that, let's get into it. The name of the song is Break Every Chain. If you've been around church for a while, you probably know it. If not, you should definitely check it out. It's a great song. That's the song we're going over, so now let's get into it. So this was a flow moment in the set. We just started playing this progression that is Break Every Chain, and then MD's kind of talking me through what to do. Right now it's just keeping it light. We're lifting it a little bit by doing the occasional tom hit, but mostly sticking to cymbals. Now I drop the kick in. Bring it up more. A lot of times what you can do if like you want to bring the energy up but you don't want to like bring it to a build, you can do like quarter note triplet notes on your kick drum or your floor tom. So like you're going like pss, 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 da, da, poof, 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 boo, ba, boo, boo, boo. And that kind of like helps lift it, but you can, again, we talk a lot about in these videos, we talk a lot about allowing yourself ways to like kind of duck back down if you need to, because half the time that's what happens. And that is a really easy and efficient way to be able to duck right back down if things, again, don't go according to plan and go like take a hard left or something like that. So it's a little pro tip, if you want to call it that. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if you caught that, but the worship leader actually walked back to me and kind of looked at me and like was vibing a little bit, playing the acoustic. And a lot of times you can get cues from them doing that. You don't have to be told in an MD mic or something else what to do. Like a big thing when you're playing live music is to keep your head up and to kind of stay vigilant on what's going on, because you can pick up on cues like that where people don't have to like be telling you everything in the MD mic, and that kind of helps with communication and stuff. So keep your head up. Don't just look down at your instrument. Now we're doing a snap build. So right there we did a big build for like the big instrumental spoken word thing, and then we dropped into the actual song where we drop down to let ourselves go back up, if that makes sense. And that was all cued with the MD in the ears and everything else. Now I'm starting to do a build, just adding kick drum. Oh, to like kind of give you a little backstory on this. So I don't know if you noticed, but the light started going a little bit more intense when we were building. The reason that they were able to do that and everybody was able to kind of stay locked in together is because they actually have click and MD coming to them from their feed, so they can like stay in the loop with everything that's going on. So that's how they can do that. Big outro, or instrumental, not outro, big instrumental. about to get good. About to get good. Here we go. That's right, drum break. So for drum breaks and stuff, I like to start simple and kind of build into it. A lot of that is because you again, you want to give yourself room to grow. And if you start out the gate with like or whatever, you know, something overly complicated, you're basically not letting yourself grow in energy, and it's just gonna get really boring really fast. So I always start simple and kind of make my way up the intensity ladder, like everything else in my playing. Back to that tag. Boom, and that's it. And one thing that you can also do to, like, if you want to do those like ending hits, just tell everybody, like if you're the MD, tell everybody to watch the drummer and hit when he hits the cymbals. I've been in so many situations where the band just doesn't hit together and it sounds like dong 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 because they're not watching the drummer, and that's just a super simple fix in making everybody end on a good note. Because if you don't end on a good note, people are gonna remember that. That's basically it. Talk about a cool throwback. And the stuff we talk about on this channel and doing this series all comes down to you're basically using drums to help bring energy up or down, and what that does is that helps, as humans, that helps us kind of like connect with the music a little bit more. And that's one thing that drums is really, it's really powerful, and like you can really bring energy up or down, and that's why it's so important. So all that to be said, even though this is like a couple years old, these like things we talk about still are very, very, very relevant, and they will be for as long as music's around, because the style may change, the sound may change, but as far as like energy needing to like rise and fall and everything else, that's always going to be there, because that's what keeps us entertained, that's what keeps our attention and everything else. So hopefully you like this, hopefully you got value out of it, and I'm gonna call the video here. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and hit the like button too. That'll help me out. Go ahead and leave a comment on what you do at your church, and if there's similarities with this or it's completely different, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I'd love to talk to you about it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.